Scott, Gary Washington, Boston Globe. With the foul trouble, how much does that make a difference?
Nice try. Next question.
The overtime, what happened there? I mean, just.
Well, first of all, it was a heck of a basketball game. Two teams played their hearts out. Two great players played well. But I thought both teams competed. They played their hearts out. Nothing to be ashamed of. We lost both games. Now we got to go home and take care of Game 3. We have to play with the same type of effort. Hopefully we have some things go our way, get some breaks here and there, and then maybe we can make it a 2-1 series going into Game 4.
Scott, Mike Petralia, WEEI.com here in Boston. First of all, Isaiah Thomas, what kind of strategy can you take to try and slow him down? And secondly, how tired did you feel you guys were in the fourth quarter and overtime?
Yeah, I mean, we had our chances. We're up 6. We gave up 2 mistake threes to tie that score in regulation. But Isaiah did a great job. Made a lot of tough shots. The 3 ball was falling for him. He got to the line 13 times. It's tough to stop him when he does that. He gets to the line, and we have to be able to defend. But a great player, had a great game.
Todd Davis, Washington Times. Scott, to your right. Final possession for you. What'd you think of John's look and then Brad's look after that? And was that what you wanted out of that possession?
Yeah, well, we got 2 good looks. John has a chance to drive. If he felt he had a better angle, he had the chance to drive, but he had an open 15-footer. And we also had, Brad got a great look on it. Just didn't fall for us. He could easily hit both of those shots and game over and series is tied. But, it's nothing to cry about. You got to just step up the next game and be ready to play and compete, and we will. We've done it all year. We're not going to stop now in the playoffs.
Scott, you said this morning, or Ava Wallace, Washington Post, you said this morning that Markieff would not be playing through an injury tonight. What convinced you that he would be good to go and good to start, and what does he add to your team in terms of toughness? And you like to talk about the
Well, he adds a lot to our team with toughness. He's a very physical, tough player. He competes. He's done everything for us throughout this season. Been great to coach, and he felt that he was comfortable. They went through a series of tests, and he checked off all the boxes, and our staff and collaboration with all their group, and they felt that he was able to play, and he had a great game. He really competed. Unfortunately, we got our 2 bigs got in foul trouble, but I thought he did a great job of competing and put us in a position to win a game.
Scott, in overtime, how did you feel about your offensive possessions? It just didn't seem like the ball was moving like it had been.
No, you know what? The ball did not move as much as it was moving early, especially throughout the game. But that's part of it. It's they were making shots, but we have to do a better job.
Scott, so what was your message immediately after this? Like you said, this was kind of one that you guys had your hands around a bit at the end and then got away from you.
Well, you can't get down. It's the playoffs. Everybody's going to come and play a very tough game. We have to be able to match that. They took care of their home court the first 2 games. We've been very good on our home court all year, and we have great fans. I'm sure Thursday night they're going to come out, and we're going to play with the same amount of energy, and hopefully we can make some shots along the way and get to the free throw line along the way and, win the game.
Scott Brooks, Joseph Pavone, WEEI.com, Causeway Street Podcast. Bradley Beal had a tough shooting night tonight. How much of that is him just not knocking him down? How much is that Celtics defense, and how important is he throughout the series?
Well, we have to do a better job of getting their hands off of him. One, if they're gonna allow him to be guarded that way, we got to make some adjustments ourselves, and we're gonna look at the film and try to figure out how to get their hands off him. You're not allowed to do that, but we got to figure out how to get some better looks for him. But that's part of something we have to figure that out as a staff.
Scott, just about the intensity of this game, and it looked like tempers were starting to flare a little bit. How important was it for you guys to kind of, you know, given the depth situation on your bench and with your starters, how important was it to keep things together?
Well, we had a couple of leads, 14, and I think we had like a 10 or 12-point lead, and things changed. And my job is not to referee the game. My job is the coach. Sometimes I struggle doing that, but it's a tough job, and our players got to play. But we have to be able to control the game, and it's not our job to do that. Thanks. All right, you guys have a good night.